Hello everyone, welcome to Combat Cast number 3, Showdown, Kitana versus Reptile.
Team Reptile, baby!
A lot of trash talk on Twitter.
There has been a few. I didn't spend as much time trash talking as you did, because I actually wanted to learn my character.
Oh, you're the babyface now. Everybody loves you now for saying that. That's really cool.
Correct.
I'm Tyler Lansdowne. I'm the community specialist at NetherRealm Studios. Beside me, as always, Derek Kurtzik.
Hello, how you doing?
One of our designers.
Yep, hello Stream.
Hello Stream. We also have another special guest. We have 2 guests today.
2, count them.
We have Spiro Anagnostakos.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey Spiro.
Hey.
Spiro is in production here.
That's correct.
And you're going to be talking through some, we have some really awesome concept art to show you of Kitana and Reptile, and maybe, I don't know Spiro, maybe an alt costume. Maybe. Or 2 might be shown.
Maybe.
So that'll be kind of cool. But first, as we usually start, we want to say that every single thing you see in the game is a work in progress. Now, I know we're coming out very soon, but we are still working on everything, making everything polish, everything look good.
Damage isn't always going to be set. Reactions aren't always going to be the same. Some of the setups that we might do may not exist when the game comes out, so just have to see.
So if you're posting online and saying, well, that's never going to work.
You're insane.
Maybe. A couple more things. Derek, we have a comic book.
We do. As you may know, there is a Mortal Kombat X comic book, and this one came out yesterday. Go to your comic book store, pick it up. They only had 2 left when I had my wife go get mine. Okay. So
we had to republish the entire first ones,
yeah,
because they're selling so well.
It's
and
awesome.
Obviously, we're not talking a lot about story now. But if you want to get ready to kind of know where we're going, a good place to go is the comic book.
Yep, go pick it up at your local store or download it digitally.
And also, something we haven't done yet. I want to really thank everyone for coming out to watch these. Like, we had some really awesome numbers last time, and
yes,
we're excited that you're excited to see the streams. It's super exciting for us to be able to show you all of this. And also, we gained so many followers last time.
We like tripled.
Yeah, which is great. So thank you all for that. If you do follow us on Twitch, you will get a notification every single time we go live. So, as we usually do, take a few seconds, if you haven't yet.
We'll wait.
Scroll down. There you go. Push the button. You pushing it?
There you go.
I think the last guy, he's waited. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone has pushed the button. Good. We're good to go.
Yep.
So you wanna get started?
We don't have to, do we?
I think we probably should.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just get right into it, guys.
So Spiro.
Yes.
We are going to talk today because we are focusing our energies today on Kitana and Reptile, 2 amazing characters from Mortal Kombat who have been around for quite a while.
Absolutely.
So we kind of I think a lot of the fans would like to know sort of how you start and finish a character. Like, where do they come from?
Sure. So yeah, my name's Spiro Anagnostakos. I'm the production manager here at NetherRealm Studios, and I work closely with our art director, Steve Baran, and a lot of the artists that are just super talented and creative. And I was kind of lucky enough to kind of be involved in the concept creation of our characters.
A little backstory about Spiro. I'm a super nerd about seeing concept art and all the stuff that's coming out for the game, because I just love the art design. So Spiro's the guy who'll be like, hey Tyler, come to my office for a second. Got something to show. And he'll show me like all the new concept art, which is like, for a Mortal Kombat fan and a game fan, I love that you do that for me. So Spiro's that guy who kind of funnels everything, makes sure everything's working, shows everybody everything.
It's super exciting to see the stuff that the guys can do.
Oh, and seeing all the different versions of each one of the iconic characters that you guys do is it's so exciting. And what the final ones that get selected are is I usually know. Yeah. I usually know.
So I guess a good place to start is when you have an artist and you say, hey, you're going to work on Reptile.
Sure.
What information will you give them? Do you have a place you want it to go, or things like that?
Well, I mean, we take kind of varied approaches to it. For some of the characters, obviously they existed in the franchise since the very beginning, so not a lot of background is really needed for them, unless, of course, somehow story relates to the way they look or the direction of the characters. You know, in other instances, we'd like to kind of give our, like I mentioned, our talented crew here just kind of free reign to kind of come up with a lot of different variations and just kind of explore the designs and see what they can come up with.
A lot of artists will throw things out that you're like, we never thought of that, and
Totally.
that is perfect.
Yeah, those happy accidents are awesome.
And one question, I mean, one statement you'll probably hear from us a lot today is a lot of things will be like, well, that has a lot to do with story, and we're talking about that.
Sure.
So there will be a little bit of that, but the story stuff is coming really soon, and I'm excited to show them that too.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Sooner than you think.
So yeah, very much so. So what's the usual process? Like start to finish, like what do you do?
Sure. So we first start off with what we call our speeds, and they're just that really. They're just very quick sketches to kind of flush out some kind of broad stroke design elements, silhouettes, that sort of thing. From that point, I think we take, we kind of narrow it down to the few that we feel kind of fit the character best. And at that time, we kind of let the artists hammer on like details and stuff like that.
So it almost kind of works like a pyramid. Like you'll have 12 reptiles.
Totally.
They go down to 8 reptiles, and eventually you get down to the 2 or 3 or 4 we choose.
And then you find the one.
Right, and then you find the main
Right.
costume.
You're like, this is it. This is who Reptile should be. This is who Kitana should be. And then at that point, we introduce just like the color and the materials and all that, and we go to kind of like a final polish.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Have there been challenges in making some of the characters?
I mean, we always want to create like new and extravagant things with our characters, but you know, especially with Mortal Kombat X and the X-ray and fatality tech that's behind it, there's kind of always some kind of limitations. So instead of kind of trying to go with this elaborate style, we decided to kind of focus, like I mentioned earlier, the materials. So you'll see a lot of characters with stone and metal and leather, and that's kind of been the focus of like this next gen is kind of this realistic kind of look.
Well, yeah. Even look at the like our reptile character we have now. He has the bone V. He has leather arms. There's all these different types of material, which is really neat to see for us.
Yeah, it's
and a lot
awesome.
of our characters are so varied that they have to have different kinds of cloth.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just one of the things of next gen and what we can do now is really push this kind of stuff.
Another question. This is maybe on your side as well.
Hello.
So sometimes, obviously, gameplay will tell you or inform you of what you kind of have to do in different directions on a character.
Especially with like the variation system, right? Like Scorpion, we have a skull on his belt, and you guys kind of have to figure out how to make that work.
Right, so we've introduced all these visuals just to make sure the players can figure out and easily see what variation that they're in, and we need to make sure that these visuals work across all the various skins. So it sometimes is a challenge, like, oh man, we can't use that because of this, or there's a prop that's supposed to go here, we can't do that, and it's but it's fun. It's what makes.
So you wouldn't have put like a neon pink skull on Scorpion.
You never know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alt skin, guys. Let's. I think that's probably a good time to maybe look at some of the concepts we have for Reptile and Kitana.
Yep.
Let's roll it.
So first up, let's.
Yeah, so this is some earlier stuff that we saw from Kitana, and as you can see, it ranges from something very modern on the right-hand side to potentially even something very intricate and more delicate, even a new look for her where she's hooded. And then we have something kind of in the middle that's more traditional, I guess, of what you'd think Kitana would look like.
Right. Would these be what you would call? Would that be a speed?
That would be probably the speed. Yeah.
Okay.
And how long on average does it take a person to do like a speed drawing?
It really varies.
Just
Again,
ranges?
they're just supposed to be quick iterations.
Sure.
It's nothing that we're really supposed to spend too much time on. That's what this next step kind of shows us, is just the more detailed, intricate line drawings that our artists can do.
So now you've kind of found silhouettes almost, and now you're kind of narrowing it down into where you really want to be.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
We got next here.
Okay, so yeah, this is interesting because we also decided to take a look at the dark side of Kitana. So on the right-hand side, you'll see some kind of more regal-looking kind of costumes, and on the left, maybe even something a bit more aggressive, right? So you see a lot of like metals, and again, more like ripped and torn, tattered clothing. So again, just different approaches, different looks.
Gotcha. Now here is something very interesting.
That's super special.
Spirit, would you like to make the announcement?
So, yeah, so absolutely. This is Kitana's second outfit, her alt uniform, which is kind of a throwback, or at least inspired by a lot of the MK9 stuff that she wore.
Yeah, it's more of a traditional look for her.
Definitely. So you see a lot of like the cloth and like the long loin that she has. Very traditional, but yeah, super excited that This one made it into the game. It looks really good.
And then we're going to move into sort of like, from the bottom to the top, we end up with this right here.
Yeah, this is, as we know, Kitana here, the final concept. And as you can see, we have a front and a back. And the reason, obviously, why we do that is because these concepts are given to our character artists, who then need to go in and digitally sculpt all these details into the model.
Okay.
Now, I'll have to say that in comparison to this game, to the last Mortal Kombat, the females seem to be a little more toned down.
Absolutely. I mean, the mantra from this game has kind of always been realism and heading towards a more realistic look. So, same thing kind of applies to the proportions, where we try to kind of bring things back in, per se, to where they should be.
Awesome.
Women looking more like women do. Like
Exactly.
little less. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use words right now.
No, we're just going to go ahead and move on to that.
I think we're ready to move on to some of Reptile's early stuff and sort of where we started there.
Yeah, so this is a great example of, just exploring different looks for Reptile. And in this particular instance, you'll see that he's taken a more of an amphibian look. We even added a tail. We thought about doing that. That stuff starts becoming more complex, so it goes back to what I was saying again earlier. There has to be some kind of give and take, right?
Well, especially with gameplay, too. Introducing a tail, that's going to open a bunch of different doors as well.
Right.
Sure. In this particular image, we're seeing a lot of, like a take on the more ninja side of Reptile, which is obviously where he originates from, right?
Well, it's so funny, it's interesting because you look at the early versions of Mortal Kombat, and Reptile was just a palette swap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until you get into higher levels of tech, you're not able to give him that sort of personality that is a lizard almost.
And we can do that now and really define who they are, so it's been great doing so, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I really like the one that looks kind of like a cobra, where it's got the cobra hood, too.
Yep,
It's
that's
very
awesome.
cool.
So here again, as we get into a more detailed versions of the characters that we like or feel more fitting for Reptile, you'll see stuff on the right-hand side of this image where he's kind of has more of an aquatic feel, or a little bit more armor potentially than we would like. Because again, gameplay, you wouldn't, I guess, think Reptile would be so bulked down and.
Right, he's really agile, so you got to make sure that there's not too much armor on him and things like that.
Nimble, even.
Nimble.
Right.
Awesome.
And the next one's kind of more of the
Fleshing
more
it out.
iterations of.
Yeah, absolutely. Out of this here, we felt like the one on the far left would probably be a better fit. The others, like we said, a little too bulky. We need him to be fast.
And we may see that one on the left a little bit later, I would say.
So this last step here is, again, characters we felt strong enough that we would like to take them to color. Again, just more iterations. It's a constant evolving and iterative process. It's not like, you sketch one image and that ends up being the final skin.
That's a big collaboration between everybody to kind of pick what they like and.
Sure. Yeah, here's some more kind of versions of the character.
Right. And now.
Yeah, so this is what we know as the.
This is Reptile as we know him right now.
Absolutely. So, we felt for this particular skin that we really wanted to kind of go back to like the rawness of who he is. So you'll see a lot of the bone and rock and stone, and it's just so fitting because you get both the Reptile side and I guess the kind of ninja silhouette there.
See, that's what I wanted to talk about, because you had talked to me, we had kind of gone through some of this yesterday, and you had mentioned like the V almost, using the rock is kind of harkens back to his ninja garb.
Absolutely.
It just kind of gives a touch of what that was.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome.
Yep.
And Spiro, this is the first time I think in Combat Cast history, you're doing 2 reveals. You already did the Kitana alt.
Yes.
What do we have here?
Well, this is the other alt for Reptile. This one I'm not going to really say too much about because it kind of relates to story.
Oh.
But you'll be seeing more of this version for sure.
Awesome.
A lot more stripped down, not as much bone, and yeah, excellent. We're not going to say anything more.
Yep.
Because the more I say, the more I get in trouble. So anyway, that is sort of, I guess, how characters come to life.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, it's an extremely exciting process. I love being a part of it, and we try to make some cool stuff for you guys.
And it doesn't take 7 minutes like that just did.
Not
A little bit longer. Now, if you look at the screen now, we do have some. We have our Mortal Kombat Facebook page you can join. NetherRealm's Twitter, follow that to catch up on all the streams. Got Derek's Twitter there. Whew. I left my Twitter off.
Because you're an idiot.
By accident. At Tyler Lansdowne. And this is big news. Spiro has Twitter now. How many followers?
13.
13 followers.
Woo!
Now, by the time you get back to your desk,
You will have 14.
you will have 14 or 15 followers.
I'll take them.
It makes the whole thing worth it.
It really does. So, Spiro, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
I was happy to be able to learn and pronounce your last name.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for the tips on that yesterday.
Yeah, and thank you for showing us from how the character goes from being on paper to in-game.
There
Like,
you go.
you don't always get to see that, and thank you very much.
I think people are really interested in seeing how the art works.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
everybody, that's Spiro. That's him on Twitter. We'll be right back in about 10 seconds with another guest.
Booyah!
Thanks.
We're at Philippine. I hope you enjoyed our commercial break.
With no
With
commercials. Never had them, never will. Right here, we have Mr. Michael Bellapani, one of our designers here.
Yes.
Hello, Michael.
Hi, Derek.
You guys know each other? What?
Yeah,
It's almost
we've
as if we're
met.
sitting next
We've
to each
met.
other.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Michael, tell us just little bullet points about you.
I've been at the studio for about, I don't know, say 7 months now, so not very long. I think I'm the newest member of the design team.
Kind of like a noob.
I knew one could use that word. I wouldn't. If one could. One
If
could.
I were you.
Yeah. And I've been in the industry for a long time. This is my first fighting game to work on. I'm
But
incredibly excited about
you do have a bunch of fighting game background.
Oh, yeah, as far as
Played
like as a
fighting
player and as part of someone who's been passionate about it for a long
Awesome.
time.
Awesome.
So we were glad to have you on the Mortal Kombat team. We talk MK a lot. I
Yeah.
watch a lot of the stuff you're doing, which I can't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are going to go through now Katanas. We're going to start with Kitana.
Of course.
Go through her variations. We're going to move on to Reptile. Michael's here to kind of fill in some of the blanks
Yep.
about how they work. And as usual, we're going to go to them and not talk through their intro screens.
We will try not to talk through their intros.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We got a little time. We got a bit of a low screen. Let's do it on the. Let's do Snow Forest.
Well, that's all you, buddy.
That is all me.
All right.
My bad, everybody.
And it's actually the Deadwoods.
The Deadwoods.
Thank you.
We've changed
Thank
it to
you.
Deadwoods.
Like we said before, not everything is final.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
Living Forest, Dead Woods. Makes sense.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nope. Stop talking.
We know
We have fought before, Construct.
the memory is gone. Round one. Fight.
all right.
Now, let's go ahead and start with, like we've talked about before, every single Mortal Kombat character, you still have that flavor that's always been there with characters, and each variation adds a little touch to
Yeah.
it. So let's talk about the stuff they share within.
Exactly. So, common moves with Kitana, her probably most signature moves I see are fan toss.
There we go.
Yeah. That one's really effective. You can do the EX version, you get a double fan toss. And you can also do an air version of that. The air version is one of her core moves, especially for combos, because it suspends characters in the air for a little while.
Absolutely.
That's kind of some classic Kitana combo building,
Right.
if you will. You also got your fan lift.
Big combo starter for Kitana.
Yeah, exactly.
And
start-
you'll notice it's visually changed too from like the MK9 and the classics.
I really like the
Right.
style on that. Yeah. So that one's really
Yeah.
That one actually has a little bit different variation. Of
Which
the
we'll
fan
get to
lift.
that. We'll get to that next part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this one will look a little bit different if you see it.
And like we talked with Spiro as well.
Yeah.
Let's go through some other shared moves.
She's got her. Oh, we got the hover. I guess
Kinda like a little
hover
float.
move. That move is deceptively complex and really useful because not only can you use it to dodge projectiles when you're across the screen from someone, but you can also follow, float. Yeah. Exactly. Or you can attack and then float and then attack. There's a ton of.
To land, you don't land.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, a lot of utility in that one.
We also
What else we
have
got?
the Wraith Fan. Yeah.
That move is very good anti-air. You can meter burn, of course, to get the extra damage out of that one as well.
I like to use it when I get knocked down. I like to use it kind of as a wake-up attack. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Just want to make sure everybody saw his X-ray again.
Yeah. Your contribution.
Well, you know, I didn't have much to say there for a second, so I figured I would just impose there.
That's okay.
Oh, let me mention something real quickly before I forget. All that concept art you just saw on the stream, if you look at NetherRealm's Twitter right now, our community manager Rigo heart the stuff even more.
Yes.
So, which we're excited about.
Am I forgetting anything else for common specials?
There's one more that's new, a little new. We got a
oh yeah, the throat slice.
Throat slice.
Yeah, that moves really fast. It's a really good combo ender.
Yeah.
You can meter burn for a little bit more damage. Yeah, that one's a good threatened space kind of at mid-screen. It comes out so fast that you kind of always have to be watching out for it.
So yeah, you can definitely I like to use it as enders and such like this, which I missed.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Tyler, don't show off all your goods.
Sorry, I need to stop doing that.
Come on.
But and we also talk, those who don't play fighting games a lot, where your best move is right near them. So this move, this move right there, is great when you're just at mid-screen trying to fake them out a little bit, and then boom you.
Yeah, if you can predict where they're going to be, that's a very dangerous move. You can threaten.
And if they're trying to backdash on you can easily kill. Royal Storm's differences.
Yeah, Royal Storm is probably my favorite trait of all three of hers.
Which I think is funny because
yeah,
everyone's always like, oh, well, there'll just be one trait everybody likes.
Yeah, you like one of the other ones.
My favorite is Assassin.
Yeah.
Like that, because that's sort of how I like to play. Yeah. Although I've found matchups. Where I like using Royal Storm.
Exactly. It's I think I guess the first one you can show is the new family.
Did about mid-screen, but if I'm full screen and I EX it, it is a full screen.
And then from across the screen you can be throwing fans, air fans, follow up on combos, all sorts of options. So that's been super effective. Then you have the square wave,
right? Which is
square wave attack.
Great for getting in or also getting away.
Yep. Airborne moves. She has the float. She's got the square wave in the air. She's got the fan toss. You can build a lot of combos that way.
I would say this move really controls controls everything above you. Very
exactly. She's very threatening if you jump. You don't necessarily want to jump mindlessly.
She also has this, which Derek, I believe,
I picked somebody without a projectile.
Picked a character without a projectile.
We can kind of this is one of the best reflects I've ever seen in a fighting game.
So you can actually hold it down. So if, like, you were talking earlier to me about Cassie Cage.
Yeah, Cassie Cage has her EX gunshot move, has multiple projectiles. You don't just reflect one, you can reflect all three back if you keep holding it or timing it correctly. And yeah, it's any character that is throwing multiple attacks at you that are projectiles. Could be kind of effective as a zoning build, right? If you're throwing different kinds of projectiles out and bouncing stuff back. I like to use it as like an anti-zoning build. So if someone's trying to just stay away from me,
and by build you mean variation.
Yeah, variations. Right. I'm controlling the game.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, and as you can see, in the corner we have Goro. We are not going to select him today. I know that will disappoint some people.
Well, we at least put him on screen for you.
We did. There is his character.
Yeah.
We'll be showing Goro really soon because I get so many tweets about Goro.
Hashtag punch walk.
Hashtag punch walk. So we won't.
It's two things you need to do in a fighting game, but you can do them together.
Punch and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do some Outworld Marketplace for this.
All right.
Now this is the one that I actually, as you know through Twitter, if you've been following me and Derek's beef, I've been doing a lot of practicing. I stay late in practice. I've been practicing a lot with the assassin variation.
You mean you've wasted a lot of time?
No, I do my work during the day and I stay late to practice.
Okay, all right.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
So the assassin. Now we got some.
As we talk.
And you are weaker as a result.
Round one.
You did not see the face that just gave you.
Eventually, people are just going to have to deal with it occasionally, and I will keep talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? So this one, the visual indicator, is she has some black again across her eyes,
and she has the mask on.
One of my favorite visuals, I think, of all her three variations.
I love the look. It's sort of dark.
Very assassiny.
Very assassiny. Tough word to spell.
Yeah.
So this we add a couple of neat things. She has a parry, which she can hold down.
Yeah. And that's not a projectile parry like her reflect move.
It also, like, if you
Nice.
if you'll do a low, she won't hit that either.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to read your opponent really well. You have to kind of know what's coming. But if you can predict, that move is a great way to limit someone who's just throwing stuff out willy-nilly.
Because, you know, there's a lot of people out there who just love pushing a lot of buttons, getting on top of you really quick.
Yeah.
And you throw that out there, they're going to start thinking twice about it.
Exactly. Good wake-up option.
A couple things. Let's show Sharpen real quick.
Yeah, Sharpen gives you additional damage. If you hit that.
On your fans.
On all of your fan-based attacks.
No, it's time-based.
Yes, exactly. And it also has an additional property once we show the next move.
Right. That's what I was going to do right now. The thing that makes me really love the assassin variation is kind of one of my favorite moves in the game, I must say. And like, let's say you're there, she can run and hit him right in the head.
Yeah.
So if they whiff a move full screen or you duck something, it's so fast that it can really punish your opponents in that way.
Just gonna take out your eyes real quick.
Every single time. But in conjunction with Sharpen, now when you do this, you don't need a bar of meter to do that.
Yeah, normally you can use
I should have shown that first.
Yeah.
So this is the meter burn version right here, or EX version. While your blades are sharpened, you don't have
get that
to
for free.
You get it for free.
And you can also do things like, as you finish a combo, instead of netting a damage, you can actually do a Sharpen as your last.
One thing I love to do is,
combo,
after this, I generally will get, since he's down for long, I can get a Sharpen.
Exactly.
Right away. So you got to really pick your times, because it takes time to do. So those are her variations. They really change up the way she plays.
Yeah, this one, she can be very rushed down. So you can use that Assassinate move to kind of punish someone across the screen if they're just kind of doing something stupid out there. You can also probably net the most damage, I would say, out of your combos, any variation that she has. So yeah, if you're offensive, you want to get big damaging combos, you want to keep the pressure up, this is an option.
And the EX version also has armor on it when it first starts up too. So if you're trying to get through like a projectile or whatnot, just EX and run right through.
Absolutely. I think we got one more to show.
Yep.
Showing off the swaggy combos.
It's not that swaggy, but yeah. Now we've got a lot of tweets. Real quick, I just got to say something. We're doing something we've never really done before. We're doing a character unreveal.
Yes.
We're going to tell you a character now that will not show up in the game.
Havoc.
Can't say anything about that.
I mean,
did.
Yeah, he just did. So maybe not. Jade will not be in Mortal Kombat X.
Can we have a moment of silence for Jade?
I think we're good there. So the mournful variation takes special attacks from Jade, and Kitana uses them. It's because she's sad she has lost her friend, and now she's taken up her mantle and uses her weapons to kind of help her live on.
Yeah.
So really, Jade's spirit's in the game.
Yeah.
And right here in my heart.
Yeah.
Right.
Right in my heart.
So maybe I didn't de-reveal her at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, she's not.
that's how you started.
Yeah, right.
Kung Lao.
You seek a challenge, Kitana.
Yes, but you will do.
Round one.
Ooh, that snap.
Yeah.
So here, she has some Jade-esque moves. Now, we talked about the fans earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
We said she had some projectile variations from one to the other. This one uses the glaive from Jade. And you can throw that out straight. You can also tilt the move up and down. And hit the targets above or targets below. And
There we go.
There it is.
So you can throw that low, throw that high. But you can also do an airborne version as well. So you can you control space a little bit differently. You don't have as much horizontal control, but you control a pretty significant portion of the screen with that horizontal air glaive.
Right.
You also have a very effective version of that in the meter burn version that is active for a really long time.
There you go. Brings it right back to you.
Exactly. So far away, you can get combos. When they're a little bit closer, people have to deal with that for a long time. It's on the screen for a long time. So great way to control space and keep the person locked down that you're trying
Right.
to.
Basically, a lot of the same properties as Jade from MK9.
Exactly.
So if you were familiar with her in MK9, there's not a lot of differences here.
Yeah, and the air version of that also has the boomerang effect, which I think also scores you a knockdown, right?
Yeah, I don't have a meter right now. I just do a little trick here.
There we go.
Just press as many buttons as possible.
Yeah, so
Not in the final game, and I'm
It
missing.
helps if you hit it too.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
That's down to knock.
I'm not very good at that either. So,
Yeah. You learned that I'm not either.
Yeah.
We also have.
We have this, the grab from her staff. I almost not call it a grab, it's not a block.
Right.
Oh, there we go.
Remember,
That's an X-ray.
X-ray for Jay.
And we want to show off everything of Katanas, even the X-ray.
Right.
When you least expect it.
My bad, everybody.
I'm going to give you that round.
Thanks.
You
Thanks a lot.
So that's a really good, another good combo ender.
And you can also,
yeah, the meter burn version that deals extra damage and a very painful.
And she also has the shadow kick here, which can also keep pressure up.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of Jade and some of her playstyle, or maybe just pull a little bit of that back in, if that's who you like in K9.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that is those are all the sort of variations of Kitana. You'll be seeing them a little bit later because Derek and I have our battle coming very soon.
Whew, I'm excited.
Before then, though, we'd like to go and show you some Reptile.
Some Reptile,
which
yes.
You're going to do some of the talking on.
Yeah. A little team Reptile here. So we'll start off with the deceptive version of Reptile, but of course we're going to go through all of his common moves that are shared throughout each variation. You got to pick the level there.
I sure will.
This one's Sans Mask.
Yes.
Yes.
We're just not even talking anymore.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's the glare of Jen. Yep. So let me tell you about my day.
The last of a forgotten race.
Your last memory will be of teeth.
Round 1. Fight!
No.
All right.
It's worse when you talk about not talking.
Right,
When you're not
it's
supposed to
true.
talk.
That was hard. All right. So with Reptile, you'll notice a lot of his returning moves. He's got the force ball, which he has a fast one, and he has a slow one. He also, which is pretty cool with this, is he can do. Hold on, let me see if I can get. Never mind, Tyler.
Sorry.
Just keep it your phone. Hold on. He's got the slide when it's returning. And he has an EX slide, which is a lot faster, full screen, and has armor. He's got his spit, of course, that returns, but he can EX it and make actually a pool of acid spit, which does like damage over time while you're in it. He has a new overhead claw, and the return of the dash, the zippy speedy run, right?
Because he also has that other overhead.
And he also has that.
Yeah.
He has that across all variations.
Yeah.
And what's also great about it is the EX versions. Hold on, let me get some meter here. Stay back so I don't do like an X-ray accidentally. All right, there we go. Is EX versions do pop-up, so you can extend your combos off of those as well. So you can do, and then follow up with slide or whatnot. But regardless, is that he can pretty much add that 2-in-1 into almost anything, meter burn it, and do a pop-up.
Yeah, really useful for a lot of his pokes and things like
Right.
that. Yeah.
And then with this, you can actually stop the ball that Tyler just walked into.
Sorry.
Yeah.
To create just cage your opponent in, right? What are you gonna do, Tyler? What are you gonna do?
Jump up.
Booyah.
That's what he's going to do.
And that's across all variations. And then he actually has EX versions of each one of them. So see
that
how
was
fast
so
that
fast,
ball
it's
is.
ridiculous.
And the slow ball is super slow, right? It's like it's coming for you. Awesome.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty much a lot of his common moves. What's great about Reptile is his combos, for the most part, don't change across all variations. So if you learn his main combo strings, it carries over across all variations, and his main change is what you want to utilize.
Yeah.
So with Deceptive, he can... Oh no, I can't do it.
Is there a button?
Yeah, it's the right button.
There you go.
So if you hold the button down, he'll go completely invisible. If you just do the normal attack, you'll actually just see like the silhouette of him, just like that. And if you hold it down, he'll go completely invisible. Or if you do the EX version, he'll go invisible instantly. And then it's, where am I, Tyler? Where am I?
There you are.
That's right.
Finish him!
And so, well, should I? No, we'll wait till later.
You might not be able to do it later.
I will. I'm pretty sure I will. So that's basically what he has for Deceptive. Alright, so we'll move on to what I like to call the stinky variation.
Katie, Reptile.
And you'll notice even on the player select that he has a gas cloud surrounding him with the little bugs Little quick meal if he gets hungry during battle. Just
always traveling with food.
Always traveling with food. He's the reptilian Boy Scout, always prepared.
The lizard man. I will tear your flesh.
So it's a goer.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, so now you'll notice that he has this gas around him. As you're standing right next to me, you're taking damage instantly, right? So if I'm doing combos and you're close to me or I do a throw, you're going to take that additional damage just because of this variation.
It never goes away.
Never goes away, right? He's always gassed. Then, of course, he can do a normal command for it, which creates a larger cloud that does more damage. And you can do an EX version, which is like his entire body is a giant gas
watch that health bar take away.
It goes.
Yeah, it's just chip.
Yeah.
So if you knock me down, stand above me with that going, I'm losing damage.
Or get you into a corner and just do some corner combos, like.
Yeah.
And that stacks on top of the acid pool, so
Correct.
you can be getting damage. You can be doing damage over time with additional damage over time.
Double the damage,
Yes.
double the fun.
Yeah, double the time.
Very dangerous in the corner.
Yep.
Yes, definitely. So that's the main difference for this variation, because he has so many special moves that carry across all variations, right?
And so many of them launch, and you can set up combos and so many options. You know.
Right. So let's go to our final variation.
There's actually something I like about him. If you are a little intimidated by all the variations that these characters have, it's like, oh, I'm going to learn combos for each. Reptile's a good character. You say, well, I'm going to learn this one character, and I'm going to have a stable tools that I have access to.
They will
but my
differently
core
again.
character is the same, and I can still, get really good with them.
We'll work differently against different people.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely. Let's do this one again.
And you'll notice that I have a nice little snake belt. I like to dress up in my nimble stance or variation.
Hashtag snake belt?
Hashtags. Does that already exist?
I don't think so.
There's snake
No,
shoes.
there are.
Right?
Yeah.
I think-
We must work together.
First, I test your strength.
I know your weaknesses.
Round 1.
So Kodal
Fight.
and Reptile want to work together. Interesting thing that just happened there. So with the nimble, this is, I'm gonna say, is probably my favorite one. Is look at this. You just, oh no!
Yeah.
Here I am, naturally just dropping everything.
You don't even have to land a combo for people to do it, though. That's how intense that is. Look at
Yeah. So he can continue bouncing you and bouncing you.
Right. And he gets faster, the opponent gets slower.
It's like he's using his heightened agility and enhanced senses to control the battlefield.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. So with that, naturally, you can do a whole bunch of different setups and combos that normally would not connect in that variation, and when you have that active, will.
Yeah, that was it. Like, for example, like flip kick combo that he has. Yeah, that
guy.
one. So that one normally can't combo off of it, but if you have the heightened agility active, you can actually continue a combo off of that. And it's
Right.
So that for the most part is the main differences in each of Reptile's variations.
Excellent.
I gave kind of the accelerated versions there.
Sure. And they'll all play very differently.
Yes.
All play, there'll be some that might be too technical for some that are easy for others. There's a lot of variation there for how you play as a player, or even your skill level, which is great.
Yeah.
Like, I think Reptile is a character that can be played by a lot of players, regardless of skill level.
Oh yeah, definitely. But for some reason you didn't want to play him. That's why you picked Kitana.
I chose Kitana because 16-bit was my teacher.
Oh yeah, is that? Oh okay.
And I wanted to learn from him. And you learned, you're fine. We want to take a little time now if we could answer a few questions from the stream people. I mean, we took some questions on Twitter. Now, I know that everyone, they tweet us all the time wanting to know this and this and this, and there's just a lot of things we can't talk about. And I hate disappointing you guys with not being able to answer questions, but there's a lot of stuff we can't say yet.
But the game is coming out in 2 months, so
Yeah, it's all coming.
anything we don't answer will be on disc.
Yeah, and you'll see it. So a couple things. We had a question from Emil Fruin, at Emil Fruin on Twitter. Is there an enhanced grab? Yes.
I was going to say yes. Is this a trick question?
There is.
Yes.
It doesn't enhance the grab as much as what it does. We can show the game screen real quick, if we are already. Cool. you can actually leave your opponent standing to be able to do 50-50s. Now, 50-50 in a fighting game, if you don't know, is making the choice to go with an overhead attack or a low attack.
Right.
So it costs a bar of meter, though, to restand your opponent like that.
Right, but you can grab your opponent out of a combo, put him into a standing 50-50. Like that's awesome.
But again, it's not free.
No. So everything has a price.
It has a bar of meter, and even if you use that meter and the person guesses right, you lost a bar of meter.
Right.
So, another question from one of our old friends, Mortal Kombat friends, 995 Phil.
Oh yeah, 995 Phil.
Have you considered a watch mode for stream online tournaments? Now, we're not going to say a lot about all that sort of stuff, but I will say that and several other kind of quality of life online things are in the works and are in the game. So those of you who want to do a King of the Hill and stream it, maybe there'll be ways to get around some things. So, not going to say a lot about it right now, but there are things in the works.
Well, I mean, they're kind of done, right? Like, I mean, they...
No, yeah, sure.
Everything's kind of...
I mean, like...
Yeah, we're all pretty much done.
Yeah. So like, okay, we got to get that in.
That's kind of all the questions right now. I know we didn't answer a whole bunch today. We'll definitely start answering more questions as we get closer to the game. Like, I know there's a ton of questions about story.
Can't answer.
Real quick, let's do we've tried to do this every once in a while. We've got everybody to put in this build a new stage.
For a background breakdown.
Haven't shown this one yet. Let's pick, I'll just pick this. We're not really going to fight. But we're going to fight real soon.
Yes. That belt is mine.
Go ahead and pick Raiden there.
I am. I'm just... Alright.
Okay. The new stage is called the Crossroads.
Does it have a role to play in story mode?
Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
I think she just flicked him off.
It looked like it, didn't it?
That is rude.
Mm-hmm.
That's her dad's side, I'll tell you what.
Help me conjure green energy, okay?
You have not your father's gift.
You kind of suck as a mentor.
Round 1.
And then she follows up with that. Wow.
Cold as ice.
You know what? Just for that, I just want to throw this body over here at you.
Okay.
I mean, don't talk to the Thunder God like that. As you'll notice, there is a body that you can rip off of this giant pillar and throw at your opponent.
You can see the stage goes way back to the back. It's just kind of a giant.
It's kind of enormous.
It really is. Like, the depth of field in this is pretty amazing.
And there's something floating back there that kind of... I don't want to talk.
There is, we got things for traversal here in the middle.
And, of course, if you're stuck in the corner, booyah!
And there we go, out of it. Kind of a hellscape we have.
A hellscape, yes. Got some good lava pits, skulls scattering across the ground, I mean...
So this is one of the new stages of Mortal Kombat X, which will be, so you'll be seeing a lot more.
Yes.
We keep adding new stages to show you. I mean, they're all hidden away right now, but every week we're going to try to show, or every other week, or however often we do these, we're going to try to show you a new stage.
And there's a lot of bodies just hanging everywhere.
Just hanging around.
Oh my goodness.
I love the lighting in this level, though. You can really see the lighting, react off of the characters in a way that...
The teams work really hard on how they're lighting these things. They look really real. It's nice.
Yeah.
You know what, Derek? I think it's time.
Is it time?
It's time.
Michael, can you hand me my belt?
Oh, your belt. Have you earned this belt yet?
Yeah. No, I won this belt last week.
Alright, you gotta stay on top of your game.
I just want to put it on real quick. There it is. That feels right.
Alright. So...
Does that actually get in the way when you're playing?
It doesn't matter.
I hope it does.
I love it.
So we're now going to have the Kitana versus Reptile feud we've been talking about. It's a best of 3. One of our employees, John, one of the guys who works here, one of the producers, John Anderson, put $5 on our stream table.
Well, originally he said he was putting it on me to win, but then told you a different story.
Oh, that's a great way to win $5 either way.
Yeah.
And Tyler and I normally play matches throughout the week, and we have intentionally not played these two characters until right now. So one of two things will happen. We're going to do awesome and make them look really good, or we're going to drop a lot of combos.
I get so many tweets like, can you get somebody who doesn't drop combos? I'm like,
no.
Yeah, we could, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So hopefully I get
the realistic experience.
Yeah, because I'm sure the people who are tweeting me drop a few combos themselves.
Oh, no one ever.
Never,
You're the only person who drops combos.
I believe it.
I never drop combos. I could show you, but...
Oh, why, right?
Yeah.
So here's the $5. I'm going to Can you hold this, please?
So much build up.
This is a real money match.
Yeah, $5.
Yeah.
Let's fight in Destroyed City.
Destroyed City, sounds good.
I'm actually really excited about this because we have no idea what's going to happen.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
And I know that there are
I
people
heard
out
predictions earlier this week.
Oh, they
Yeah.
all think he's going to beat me.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're probably all right.
And, you know, he isn't designed.
No.
Thank you.
I like making
I
this.
don't
Yeah.
oh.
Reptile.
You will fall before this day ends.
Not to you.
Round 1.
We are no longer friends.
Oh man, you saw it coming. So yeah, that variation really good for kind of locking down a lot of the options Reptile has. Oh, you never showed the EX dash. I think it's really effective too. Oh. Oh, so close. Nice.
How you feel, Derek?
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Whoop. Missed him.
Oh, round 1.
Get this belt out of my
Round
way.
1.
I knew it was going to be a problem.
Are you giving yourself more health?
No.
Should see it coming.
Oh, man.
Oh! Yeah, that fast force ball. I'm just going to watch out for it.
Oh.
That overhead I was using really interesting.
Oh, I missed it.
I'm sorry, Derek, I should say.
Into throw. Oh, slide. I don't know how to do slide.
Nice. Good catch.
Run after it.
See? Now he's trying to bait you into the catch.
No! This is a close round.
Yeah. Good mix up from both of you guys.
No!
Push
so
it!
painful.
But-
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Man.
Oh.
Still in it. Oh, it's close now.
Oh, no, that's it.
Oh no, is that it?
Yes! You wasted your meter for nothing.
Oh, man. This is
Still at the meter lead. Just barely. Oh, you were pushing the time limit on that
I sure was.
on that reflex.
How did you do that?
You're outthinking your fingers. Man,
Not looking good for me.
still in it. Let's wake up. Oh, almost pumped.
Stick deep.
We're having trouble talking right now.
I know. Well, I think all of us are captivated by this fight.
There's one! There's one! Oh!
It's one for design.
What? I am $2.50 closer to winning. Or
Yeah, that's not right.
That's not how it works. Can I get half of the $5 bill now?
Oh man, gruesome.
You just want did you want to pick a different one? Or you just want to go with this?
Pick a different one.
Go back to assassin.
Yeah.
That's always the tough challenges. Do you play the matchup or do you play yourself? You know?
Yeah, I thought I was going to win that. I did really well the first round.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I feel like I have to root for design.
Thank you.
But also, I want to keep it competitive. You know, I like to see. I like a close match.
You have to root for design.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't have a choice. All right. Scoot over.
No, get away from me.
Return to court.
Outworld was never my home.
The Khan demands it.
Round 1.
The Khan.
Fight.
Oh, we get to see that little reptile tongue poke. Oh man. They're getting a little carried away. Oh man, armor on armor.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You gotta convert though. You gotta
Tyler
take damage out of
officially
it.
has attacked.
Oh. That's why you have to be careful with that assassin guy. Oh.
We saw the branch coming.
Branch, not Blanche.
Branch.
Derek could use some zoning.
What?
Oh man.
Round 2.
Yeah,
You gotta convert.
yeah, my combos are not doing too well.
Oh. Let's catch. You gotta be careful being up on him though with that notch. It's causing damage. Just you put pressure on him. This is very good for going over projectiles. Oh, it's getting close.
I'm just gonna sit here and let my stank do its work, man.
Oh man.
Come get me. Take some more damage.
Oh man. In control. Now you gotta keep your distance.
Oh, this belt comes home. Yeah, that feels right.
Who is this going to now?
That's-
I believe.
Fatality.
Staying in the design department.
That's right.
All right, well, let's.
I think you played very well.
Let me be honest. I didn't think Derek had practiced very much, and by watching him, it didn't look like he did.
Nope.
You should sit next to him. He practiced.
A lot of spammy. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm not mad. I'm not salty at all.
Do you want the $5?
Nah, I think I'm good.
It's not really
Do you
about the $5.
want to touch
is
the
it?
belt? You don't touch the belt.
Alright.
That's my belt, man.
You would give him $5, you wouldn't let him touch the belt.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is for winners.
Let's see where the priority.
I think that might be the end of Showdown Kitana vs. Reptile. I was beaten.
Yeah, you were.
Good
And you trained with 16-bit. Do you think he like just popped off at like his desk like, no, why did you lose?
He's how he sounds.
He's mad at me right now.
Yeah, he is.
I know he is.
And PPJ did amazing training. We spent a good 5 minutes together, and we came out with a big old W.
There will be another Showdown, and it will be excellent.
We can't say anything more than
All right.
we get to play our characters.
So let's thank everybody. Jen, thank you again for using the old stream box there.
Thanks, Jen.
Michael, thanks for coming by.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for talking us through the characters.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
sure.
Thanks, Derek, for beating me again.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man.
We do have another stream coming up really soon, probably sooner than you think. Can't give you a date right now, but let me tell you this. It's going to be brutal.
1, 2, 1, 2. Donc là, voilà, normalement, on m'entend. Donc, bonsoir à tous et à toutes. Donc voilà, vous venez de voir, en gros, le restream sur Mortal Kombat 10. Ou X, hein, comme vous voulez. Donc, alors, déjà, je suis un petit peu désolé pour les petits lags qu'il y a eu. Hein, je suis un petit peu désolé de cela. Hein. J'ai essayé voilà, de fermer plusieurs pages internet que j'avais ouvertes. J'ai essayé un peu de réduire la qualité du flux malheureusement. Bon, au final, ça a un peu passé vers la fin. Voilà, enfin vers le milieu et vers le milieu, bon, il y a eu 2-3 petits lags, mais voilà. Et ensuite, voilà, pendant tout le reste, ça a été. Donc voilà, donc un live essentiellement concentré sur deux personnages du jeu, donc Kitana et Reptile. Voilà, donc bon, au début, on a eu donc un peu, non pas un échauffement, mais va-t-on dire une présentation des personnages, des deux combattants, va-t-on dire par là. Et ensuite, vers la fin, on a eu le match tant attendu, donc Kitana contre Reptile, et sur les deux matchs qu'il y a eu, la victoire est pour Reptile. Donc voilà, donc c'était juste du gameplay, rien de plus. Voilà, il n'y a pas vraiment eu d'annonce, non, c'était vraiment juste du gameplay avec ce match-là. Et puis la présentation de ces deux personnages que l'on connaissait déjà leur existence dans ce jeu. Hein. Voilà. Donc en tout cas, je vais vous laisser passer une excellente soirée. Et puis voilà, bonne nuit à ceux qui vont se coucher. Et à très très bientôt pour de nouveaux lives. Allez, ciao à tous, bye bye.